Yeah, it's probably dropping some frames. I don't know why, though. Let's just say it's my internet. It's definitely not just you, though, Dar. Good morning, everybody, though. Let's get this medley out of the way. Oh, that makes it sound like I don't want to do it. I'm actually, okay, so on Friday, I did develop, or I started developing a theater theme, and now I've forgotten, what it was, but I do remember it starting here. I don't want it to be too close to just believing. Oh, is it? It might be because the stream's lagging, Cyber, with the robo voice. I don't know if it's visible, but there's like tiny Ray Bans all over it. That's weird. For the shirt. Darn. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I don't. Oh. I mean, yeah, that could be it. There actually is some noise suppression. How about that? How about that? Is it better? Is it worse? Good morning, Lindsay. I want to take a moment in the stream to apologize to everybody for the dropped frames. You don't like it, I don't like it. I wish I could get rid of it. You wish I could get rid of it. I need to work more on the fear theme. And I lost like the goofy, what's the word I'm trying to say? I lost the goofy melody that I had for it in Friday stream. Oh, thank you. Did that help it? The feedback, Cyber? I heard the bark. contributes to leaf size all the time. It almost feels random. Oh, I almost had it. What was the song that I was writing Friday? It was like there. I don't remember where it went from there. It's like. I want to go up. I want to go there. The thing is, that song, this progression anyway. Oh, word. Thank you for letting me know. It reminds me a lot of It reminds me, like, in a lot of crappy ways, like, or not crappy, I should say, in a lot of unintentional ways of Just Believing, and that's why I ended up changing the chord progression a little bit halfway through. Like when I first started on Friday, I felt like I was getting really close to just those three chords, almost like kind of corner me into going, or like continuing the dissension. So when I started this one, which has the same chord as the first chord, it's just a half step, I guess, higher. See, I'm already 2 chords into the same progression. So going from here to here, instead of going to the easier next chord, which would be there, add more chords into a smaller window of time. I think a lot of times when doing chord progressions, and this is also a thing in rhythm, making rhythm in a song, sometimes separating the chords between, like, really evenly. Like, a good example of a song I have where the chords are separated evenly would be Key Lime? Yeah, Key Lime, I think. Yeah. Every chord rings up for the same amount of time. Nothing is really interrupting anything else. There aren't any halved chords that are only ringing out for half as much time. It's all very evenly displaced there. No. A good example of a song that doesn't do that would probably be the Morning Medley theme song. Sorry. But then once it gets to this part, oh, maybe it does. No, it does that too. Oh wait, no, they do speed up. See how all the chords are evenly spaced out? Once I get to the chords get faster from going to going they're a little bit faster, and so making this new one, this new chord progression, faster chords, and it changes the rhythm of it. That was from the song Friday, and so I'm trying to use that a little bit in whatever I'm making for Fira. I wish I could remember what that broken melody was. I wish I could remember. But I guess, the video is saved. And it's actually on YouTube now, so I can watch it. What might be fun is taking the Just Believing chords and playing them backwards. Oh, like I did for Key Lime? Yeah, maybe for a production stream. Because they're very complicated. Or they're not complicated, but the spacing of them is kind of weird. Because they have voice leading in them. So it'll be... Wait. It would be... origin or the reason for frames dropped. I wish I knew. I'll never know. Some things I'll just never know, guys. Twitch eludes me. This also, what a wacky melody this has been. This has also been like a really weird, it is kind of catchy, they? You know, when making things like Bon Bon or Sugar Glider, I would argue there's not really much catchy from Daydream, unless like not Key Lime, Flight Plan, to me anyway, is kind of catchy. I feel like that one's catchy. I think it's just the internet being unstable, Cyber. I think, you know, that would be the easy. Whoa, I like this. From where I'm from my perspective, looking at myself right now, I just look like a Sharpie line. Like there's a little black line with a brown circle on top. But yeah, I think like making things that are catchy was like a goal of mine for a really long time. And I think that the core of it, or the root of that, is that when something's catchy and I can't get it out of my head, or I'm humming it a lot, or I'm remembering it, it makes me want to work on it more. It makes me want to work on it more. Also, I have to... never mind. That's behind the scenes production stuff. Polka dots, Aang or Gingham. I shouldn't even be giving people choices. I should just be picking them at random. But polka dots or Gingham. What's a Gingham? Wish I knew. I'm gonna just pick the polka dot one that's closest to me. It's gonna be another gloomy one today, guys. At least the rain stops, so that's nice. We gotta do something about these stray cats, man. They're scaring the squirrel population. This one's catchy too, but I can't remember the title. It's called Beneath the City, if you're talking about the song that I was just playing and humming. It is called Beneath the City, and was inspired by the subway system. Because I guess the subway system is very old, right? Like, it's not new tech, or it's not like a new way of moving about the town. If anything, it's been outdated by a lot of other things. But I didn't get to experience a subway until I was in my 20s, I believe. No, that's not true. That's actually not true, because France has a subway. But I didn't really get to experience a subway in my own country until I was in my 20s. or live in a place, I should say, long term that had a subway. And experiencing that for the first time was amazing for a lot of reasons. One reason that it was amazing is because who doesn't like trains? I love trains. Above or below or hovering high above the floor. I like trains. But on top of that, I like the idea of foot travel and being able to come into contact with the people of my city. Oh, and so while I was in New York, I was really inspired by the train system and ended up writing a song about it called Beneath the City. Um, mm. Oh, that's happened to me before, too, Cyber, with birds making nests and wreaths. What was that song? It was like... And then there was like a... It would climb down, and it had this really weird chord. Oh, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. Until then, I'll play... What song is that? So this bow tie also was from Men's Warehouse, but not from the same one where my regular guy worked at. all these dropped frames? Where do they go? Where do they go when they've been dropped? I'd really like to know. I think I might have used that that chord progression in Into the Sky. The da 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 da. And then it goes. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's not bad. There it is. They're noisy today. I guess it is mating season. the birds are keeping me sane this morning. Actually, not being able to see the sky is annoying. If anything, I feel like the birds are louder with the rain. Could you hear it? I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear the laugh. It was inaudible for me. Anyways, we're in the check-in portion of the stream. First, I do want to thank everybody for... thank you, Lindsay, for the thank you, Lindsay, for the explosion redeem. Thank you, Lindsay, for the Agnes. Oh no, am I gonna start getting? I think Explosion requested Agnes so many times that they're the same person in my head. So I need to fix that right away. Thank you for that, and also thank you, Explosion, for the dapper up. I'm pretty sure that was you. I hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was... Ooh. Weird. My weekend could have been better, but it also could have been a lot worse. I think it was just a lot of, like, work stuff. But, luckily I wasn't really on the internet that much. Which was cool. Pretty much after I ended the stream, Agnes is cool, Explosion. But after I ended the stream on Friday, I kind of just, like, left the internet for a while. And until now. And so I actually didn't get as much, stream work done as I probably should have this weekend. But it was cool. At least Pi Day happened, so I got free pizza. And what else did I get? I got Randy's donut, and I made chicken nuggets because I have a friend who isn't able to, like, eat whatever. Anyways, I made chicken nuggets for somebody, which was like a new thing for me. And you know, I might do it again. It was actually not horrible. They were pretty good. I did a good job. I'm proud of myself. Anywho, that was my weekend. How was your weekend, Explosion? Oh, we have a Pharaoh ready? Pharaoh's new leaf came in. I don't know how visible that is, but it's in now. The reviews are in. Anyways, yeah, Pharaoh will go on the left-hand side. Thank you, Brief Mortal, for that. I appreciate it. Homemade chicken nuggets used to be my favorite meal as a kid. Interesting. I don't know that I've ever... Well, I've never made them. Because it feels wrong. It feels stupid. But I made them. And it was pretty good. Wow. Oh, wow. I read that as an hour and 57 seconds. This really crappy thing has been happening lately with the streams and the date. Because, for example, today is 3:15, right? And we're on 3:11 as far as the stream goes. And there was this really weird, like, I kept getting the stream number mixed up with the date. I would, like, look at the date and I'm like, 3:15, I'm on 3:15, and I would upload the thumbnail for 3:15 and I'd go, oh no, that can't be right. It's been horrible. It's been horrible and I don't like it. And I would like it to end. I would like it to stop, please. It's not a thing I wish to continue. One moment. Oh, did that freeze the stream? Is the stream okay? No, it didn't freeze it. Oh, that's cool. Something actually worked out in my favor. Very odd. Wake Up in March is over. Yeah, I guess there's nothing cool about March. Nothing about March has been particularly enjoyable, so far. So far. Stop it. Don't play Just Believing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Got a bed frame, says Explosion, finally. Congratulations. Went hiking. Congratulations on that too. That's pretty good. Streams were active and fun. Ooh, and a raid happened. Cyber did a raid. Thank you on your behalf to Cyber for the raid. I'm in a better spot. with the friend business from last week. That's good. Wow. Improvements all the way around. Thanks, Lindsay. Just believing as a certified, what is that, a drum? Is it a mallet? Is it a tube of chapstick? From here, it looks like a hammer. But that sounds like a pretty good weekend. Cyber, how was your weekend? Oh, it's starting to rain again. How was it? How was it? Did anything cool happen? Also, another bit of, I guess, commentary on your weekend, Explosion. I remember buying a futon. I remember when I bought my own futon with my own money, because my room used to be... Wow, that's wild to think about. My room used to be smaller than this in Arizona, which is wild, because this is a pretty small room. I mean, it's small by California standards. I know, like, New Yorkers are like, this is, like, the size of 3 bedrooms. But anyways, my room used to be smaller than this, and I remember buying a futon, and it seemed like such a great decision because it saved space, and I wouldn't have to make up my bed. I just got to sleep on this, like, couch, basically, that was in my room. Take me back to that. That was so cool. I have so many, very vivid memories of listening to Jay-Z's Blueprint 2 while laying on that futon. And also listening to James Blunt. Anyways, maybe we'll have you on one day, says Cyber. They added the ability to capture voice of the chat on the stream. Through, like, Discord? That's pretty sick. Oh, so complicated. Setting up streams is so annoying. Too many moving parts. So I'm glad. I'm glad for you that you've ironed that out. But yeah, that would be cool. That would be fun to do. Been up for 6 hours and haven't eaten once. Dances a little jig, says Dar. I've also been up for... Hold. Oh, that's right. I put my clock in the closet. Okay, it's 10:20. I've also been up for 6 hours. Well, like 6 hours and 20-ish minutes. Huh, that's pretty cool. I'm not dancing. And I also haven't eaten. I also have not eaten. But I will chow down after this stream for sure. Yeah, that's always cool to have memories tied to music. How was your weekend, Lindsay? Where was I when I did it? Yeah, I can't go there. Dar says you've been up since 4 in the morning. I have been up since 4 in the morning. I threw my Glock in the closet. I did make food today. I have made food today, but I haven't eaten any. I made food though, but not for me. I made food for somebody else. But I'm probably gonna do another triple decker peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I love them. Oh my god. I keep wondering when it's going to be old. When am I gonna get sick of the taste of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? It's been like a solid month. About a month of just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every morning. Okay, so let me explain that for 2 seconds, because I know a few people have noticed this. People are saying, what's up with my Omni tokens? They're freaking out. I could have sworn I spent these. Now, I have not consolidated the difference between... Oh, I actually know how I'm going to fix it. I know what I'm going to do. Talking about the problem made me come up with a solution that works for me and myself. But anyways, the piano streams and the production streams happen in 2 parallel universes where your tokens don't if you spin tokens in the production stream, it doesn't count. You'll whatever tokens you had on Thursday, you'll still have on Monday, even if you go broke on Friday. But come Friday again, when you re-enter that parallel universe, your tokens are gone. Anyhow, yeah, that's the problem. That's the issue. Because Lindsay talked about it earlier. Because Lindsay lost a lot of tokens on Friday, and when we get back to this Friday, you will be broke again, Lindsay. But for now, you're living in a weird wealth pocket. Dar likes that. That's cool. Keep it. I might fix it. Actually, everything got so complicated. Isn't that right, Pharaoh? Everything got so complicated. Remember YouTube? Remember YouTube when I would just turn on my phone and then the stream would start? Dar, how was your weekend? What did you get into? Anything good? Anything dangerous? Boo always has to go on that side. The funny thing about Lubo having to go on that side, though, it means that I have to, like, kind of read the chat through him. But I don't mind. Hey, what's up, V-Rob? Is it V... I'm gonna say V-Rob until you correct me. Lindsay's weekend was nice. The weather was beautiful again, so I enjoyed that a lot. My mom got a bike, which is fun. And I got a lot of mental clarity on how peaceful it was. From how peaceful it was? Yeah. Hey, V-Rob, how was your weekend? Oh, that's so much better. If you redeem him, reliever, perhaps, as the song goes. Does anybody remember the show Coupling? There was this show Coupling that was kind of like a British version of Friends, and in I think the opening song was called Perhaps. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Nobody knows. Lindsay bought another shelf for above their desk. Oh, it hasn't arrived yet. What did I buy? Oh, I can't say what I bought. I did buy something this weekend, but I'm not at liberty to discuss. Fear Upset's finished 2 songs this weekend and celebrated huge next weekend. And celebrating huge next weekend. A homie made history last night. Oh, Grammy history? Grammy type history? That's pretty sick. I'm making a lot of wild assumptions right now, V-Rob, so feel free to step in at any point and rein me in, but sounds like Grammy history was made. Congratulations to your homie. If this is says congratulations on your homie's Grammy. I don't. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention my wife bought one of every Girl Scout cookie box at Cyber. It is Girl Scout cookie season for all of you Girl Scout heads out there. So make sure to get your tag-alongs and your razzle-dazzles and snickerdoodles and coconut frisky bunches and s'mores? I don't know. Gobstoppers? I feel like there's one that's gross. Samoans or something like that? Let me stop. You guys know your Girl Scout cookies. Make sure to grab them. Only about drugs or fuzzy handcuffs. There's no in between. I used to wear I used to wear handcuffs. What was wrong with me? I used to, cause you know how like if you go into like any like stupid dollar store, they have like the like handcuffs that you could buy, and it comes with like a little tiny key. Let's just say I was going through a time in my life, and I was hanging out with a group of people. It was in my white, what I like to call my white acclimation phase, and I bought a bunch of handcuffs, and I would hang them from my belt loops, like all the way around, and I had no shame. I think I thought I was sick. I think I thought I was like making a good decision for like me and the people around me. I wore handcuffs like in my belt loops, and I wore black fingerless gloves over these ones, and a black bucket hat, and I wore Airwalks. If anybody like Airwalks are like the Walmart version of Vans. Anyways, no, I did not buy fuzzy handcuffs, Star. They're about to phase out the lemon flavored cookie. White acclimation phase. I could talk for a really long time about that phase. It wasn't horrible. Yo, that cat's getting so wet. Ew. Go somewhere. Get dry, dude. What's wrong with you? When my family moved to a very white area, I do remember just getting into a lot of things. Some of them really good, some of them really bad. Some of it was embracing white culture, whatever that is. I don't know, Linkin Park and handcuff belts, I guess. And some of it was digging deeper into my own culture as a kind of like staunch refusal to acclimate. It was a weird time in my life. Anyway, handcuffs were involved. There is not an applause command yet. I will get up an applause command. I'm going to put in a lot of commands that very few people are going to like except for me. But I can only faintly hear a lot of the commands, so they shouldn't trip me up like they do on Fridays, where they're just blasted directly into my eardrums. But yeah, I will probably put in an applause. I think in the commands, there's the barks. I think there's the intro. I think there's the first 3 chords of... What's that song called? Of Dropout. I think the first 3 chords of Dropout. These ones... Wait. I think those 4 chords are in... No. Da, da, da. It's... I think I have those as a command. Wait. I think I have those chords as a command. Somebody type an exclamation... Wait, hold on. Somebody do Dada. Is it Dada or is it Da-Da-Da? I did it really, really late. I did it really late at night, and I was like half asleep. But one of those is dropout chords. Linkin Park might be the only good thing that came from white culture, says Lindsay. Linkin Park is a very good thing. Linkin Park is a very good thing, but there are a few other things. I think... Did a white person make the zebra cake? I think that I went zebra cake and Umbe went Britney Spears. Something far better than zebra cakes. Paramore. Paramore's alright. Dar, do you know the band Versa Emerge? I should recommend that. That should be one of my recommends. Have I checked on everybody? Hey, how was your weekend? Was it good? Speak up if I haven't checked on you. I don't want to play favorites here. The check-in section of the stream is supposed to be me checking on everybody. And the foley of the rain is actually distracting me more than it's relaxing me. Da, 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 da. Oh no. Oh, I thought I broke something. I've just been studying. What are you studying exactly? There's so much I don't know. Moonbay. Oh. Oh no. I don't want that. That's not what I want. Oh, is this Omni Jungle? I have a song called Mallrat. Oh, thank you, Cyber. I should learn to do a handstand a day, says Zombie. Hi, Taylor Nicole. Taylor Nicole, how was your weekend? Who else do I need to check on? Word, word, word. This is sound 311. It's called synth strings. Oh, I should probably get to news, huh? Did anyone else says word have one of those Casio mini keyboards with all the preset rhythm buttons? Of course I did. That was my first keyboard. A Casio tone. I don't remember the numbers. But the keyboard still exists. It's at my parents' house under my mom's care. And one day I will retrieve it when I have more space to place things. I don't want to have a hoarder house. And spin the Calypso button and be set. That's pretty funny. And then there's freaking Just Believing again.
Time to do the news. I think it's time to do the news. It's definitely time to do the news. Do the news.
Sorry, thank you, Lindsay. I just saw the donation. I'm paying attention. Also, thank you, Dar, for the bit. Also, thank you, Ang, for the bits. I need to make a bit sound. I need to make a specific bit sound, but I'll do that later. I gotta do more. Never mind. Let me not spoil it. So we're in the news section right now. I tried to check on everyone. I did not check on Liana, but Liana came in hot with a bark, so thank you for the bark, Liana. I appreciate it. Also, I'm just assuming you guys can hear the barks in the labs, because I sure as heck can't. At the top of news, I'm now doing the song recommendation, because who knows when my internet's going to cut out, and I feel like the song recs is like an important part of the news, or just the stream in general, since I have actually put effort into like organizing everything. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. So today's song recommendation. Oh, can you guys see? I'm sorry. I lost feed. I can't see myself. Can you guys see a song? Reply in the chat. Can you guys? Is there anything up here right now? Is there a song up here? I remember putting in a Soft Glass song, but if you guys can't see it, the song because I can't. The song recommendation for today is "Prudence and Poise," I believe, by Soft Glass. And oh, you know what? Go me actually. Hold on, because if that's actually the song recommendation, go me, because I put that in on Friday. I put the song rec in on Friday after the thing. So the song is "Prudence and Poise" by Soft Glass. Where to begin? The album art, I'm pretty sure, is a photo of a street, like a highway, maybe a highway overpass. Maybe it's a photo from up above of like an aerial view of like one of those weird freeway loop-de-loops, or maybe it's straight. Word. Prudence and Poise. I did get it right. Heck yeah. Go me. Anyways, it's aerial. It's an aerial view of a highway. I'm sorry about the lag, but I am gonna go in a little bit on this track because I do like this song a lot. So Soft Glass is an artist that I've liked as a person and as a musician for a very long time. I admire him a lot. He makes a lot of music that sounds like, I usually don't like bringing up people's family, especially if they have a family of like well-known artists, but Soft Glass's father, actually no, because this kind of ties in. Soft Glass was actually nominated for a Grammy yesterday for a track that he worked on with his father. His father's won several Grammys, like a very, very talented Cuban jazz musician. But Soft Glass, the reason I like Soft Glass's music so much is because when you listen to it, for those of you that haven't listened, it feels very informed by Cuban jazz. If you've listened to a lot of Cuban jazz, and it's like you can almost hear it in him, maybe because he was raised around that or because that's what his family does. But he has like this really cool, fresh approach to it that falls. I don't know that I would even call it jazz, or assume that it's Cuban in its cultural direction. It's very, very lovely music, loungy, laid back music. There's been tons of interviews that you can read or watch of Soft Glass explaining his sound and what direction he's taking it and why he doesn't feel like his music ever belongs in like one solid genre. And this song is no different, but it just like all of his songs, like he had this album called Orange Earth, and I swear I listened to that whole album just on repeat over and over while I was playing video games, which is primarily when I listen to new music. And it goes down smooth is the best way to, it's probably the best way to describe Soft Glass's music. And I think earlier in this, in season 3, I did recommend a Bebel Gilberto song called River Song. Oh, check out my memory, guys! I think the stream might be helping my memory. Anyways, earlier I recommended the song called River Song by Bebel, and when I talked about her and I talked about Bossa Nova and I talked about her album, one of the main points that I was bringing up was like, it's just easy. It goes down smooth. It's one of those things where like when you listen to it, you don't necessarily have to be challenged by the music. And it doesn't necessarily have to demand your attention, but it's one of those things where you're just listening to it passively, and then later on in the day, you'll be humming something, and you're like, what's that from? And it's because these are earworms. They're just delivered in this beautiful way. It reminds me a lot of Chicken. Like, I was talking about making chicken nuggets yesterday for a friend, and when I'm making my batter, I'm throwing in all this stuff, and I'm like, I want to be able to taste the cayenne. I want to be able to taste the ancho chili. So I'm putting in so much ancho chili so that I can taste it when I get a bite of that chicken. But sometimes you put in all the things and the chicken just tastes good. And maybe some like wild like taste wizard will be able to take a bite and go like, there's some basil leaves in this. I'm not that type of person. I don't have a sophisticated palate, so I usually can't pick out flavors. But usually a lot of flavors together can make something kind of just go down smooth. And I feel like when you're listening to a Soft Glass song, since I'm a musician, and we have several musicians in the stream, you listen to music actively, right? Like V-Robs, right? Lindsay, right? Like you guys listen to music actively where it's like, oh, I can hear pads coming in at this part. Or, oh, this chorus is actually different from the first chorus. There's another layer added here. Or like, I can hear where the hi-hats came in. You can hear, you're actively hearing things in the song because you yourself have had to build a song before. And something that I really, really like about Soft Glass is even going back and listening to these songs that sound so simple. Like, on the surface, a Soft Glass song typically sounds like guitar, doing like boom, blank, boom, blank, boom, blank, blank. He's got that like bossa nova, I don't know what you call that, but like, that... He's got like that kind of rhythm, and it just sounds like that, and some drums, and some like lazy sounds negative, so not lazy, but just some easy, smooth lyrics over it. But then you go back and you listen, it's like, oh, there's like a 5-part harmony over this. Or you go back and you listen to it, and you're like, oh my god, I can hear little glockenspiels back there. Glockenspiels, sorry. My glockenspiels are always really at the forefront because I love that instrument. But the way he uses them, they're so subdued, but they're definitely adding an element to it. Anyways, go listen to Prudence and Poise by Soft Glass. It's a really, really good song. It's a really good song. I pressed the button on my MIDI fighter to make it go away. So, again, I can't see myself. So hopefully it went away and it's no longer floating up in the corner. The rest of the news, really quick mentions. I do have quite a bit of music out now. I'm just going to get this out of the way really quick. Nice Dream is an EP that I've released. Love Dream is an EP that followed that. Speed Dream is the EP that I put out after that. The third EP, if you want to call it that. It had quite a few songs on it, but it was more of a audio novel than it was an album or an EP. After that, I released something called Daydream, and then something called Lush Dream. There's a jazzy EP that has the song Love Letters in it. That's called Signals. I also have an EP, 2 EPs, like twin EPs, 7 songs on each, called Quick Breath and Ego Death. Those are the last things that I put out, and that was in 2019. That's right, almost 2 full years ago now. I put those out. And you can hear all those on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Groove, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube, which is what I used to stream on. Now let's get to the rest of the news because it kind of has something to do with YouTube. I just now figured out how to get my streams from here onto YouTube, so I did do like a mass upload of the first 2 weeks of season 3 on YouTube. So if you're somebody that doesn't like Twitch and you doesn't like watching things live and you would rather watch them later, they are stored on YouTube because I'm sure these saved archives will expire on Twitch, or at least that is what I'm told happens. Another piece of news over this weekend. I think... Am I allowed to talk about this? I can talk about anything I want. Anyways, over the weekend, people were going like cuckoo bananas. I heard it, guys. Who just did that? Whoa, nobody. Oh, never mind. It was word. Okay, I just heard it. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, over the weekend, everybody was going cuckoo bananas over the fact that it has been 5 years since the Jack LA show. For those of you that don't know what Jack LA is, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, so don't worry about it. But there was a show 5 years ago called Jack LA where a lot of acts from Europe and England and the US and Japan all played a show in a warehouse in LA. And it was really cool, and it sold out, and people flew in, and it was amazing, and I was one of the people that got to perform at it. Igloo Ghost performed, if you're familiar with them. A Lots of people performed. It was pretty cool. And that scene, I want to say that scene died. But the weird thing about that scene is when we were all there, we being me and all the people that were in that thing, were called Hyperpop. That was a Hyperpop show. And whenever anybody was like, are you guys going to the Hyperpop show? People were like, oh, you like Omniboy? You like Igloo Goose? You like Maxo? You like Divio? You like Bowen? You like all of those acts were called Hyperpop. And Hyperpop didn't actually have a sound. It was more of like a social construct than it was a sonic one. Kind of like when someone says Vaporwave. Vaporwave doesn't really have to mean music. It doesn't really mean anything. If you look at it too closely, it can mean a lot of things, or it can mean nothing. But it can mean music, and it can mean fashion. It can mean interior decorating. It can mean a general aesthetic. Yeah, it was a vibe, for sure. Hyperpop was a vibe. And then some things happened that I won't really get into, and Hyperpop died. And then recently, Hyperpop seems to have had a weird resurgence, but with people that don't sound in any way like what it originally was, or behave like it. It's like a completely repurposed term, I suppose? A completely repurposed term on a thing that I don't recognize as something I was ever really a part of. And so, I think a lot of the people that were like super, super excited this past weekend about Jack LA stuff, which was like old Hyperpop, again, 5 years ago, might as well be ancient history. And so a lot of people were posting that stuff, and it had this really weird effect on me where I was like, who are these people? I had like a weird like selective amnesia where I was like looking at the show, and I was looking at the people I was hanging out with, and I was looking at like the things I was wearing, and I was like, who is that man? It was very disillusioning. Anyways, people think that the hyperpop artist is good. One day I'll be called a hyperpop artist and enter cardiac arrest. Umbe, yeah. I had the fortune or misfortune, depending on your perspective, of being referred to as hyperpop before hyperpop had taken on, the identity it has today. And so when I was referred to as hyperpop, I think all it meant was that you made pop-centric things, but you were not pop. You were like, hey, I can produce a song that kind of sounds like something maybe Britney Spears would sing on if Britney Spears was an idiot. Or you could, like, when I would go play shows, it's like, oh, I'm going to have like pop structured chords. It was like, nobody wanted to be called indie pop because indie pop wasn't indie anymore, and saying hyperpop was like a new way of saying indie pop. It was like, these kids make poppy, cool, feel-good music, but when people say indie pop, a lot of times they were talking about like Carly Rae Jepsen, which like, I mean, what are we calling indie now? Anyways, I feel like I can hop off of that. That's kind of news for the weekend on what happened. Another piece of news, if you missed the Friday stream, I did get a third camera for the Friday stream, which really improved it. Friday stream did start off a little bit rocky because there were some sound issues, but towards the end it was so smooth, and I wish that this one was going nearly as smooth as far as like frame droppage and stuff like that. But it was a good stream, and thank you all for being there. I think that this Friday I'm probably going to go chill again. The Friday stream, a lot of the music that was made in it was more on the chill side and not so funky and energetic. I think that might end up being this week's production stream as well. Just a heads up for anybody that was interested in that. I guess it kind of depends on my mood, where I'm feeling. Booba has gotten very big, Taylor Nicole. You're absolutely right. Very big. Particularly this leaf. What is that? It's the size of my hand. What's not? We don't need to exaggerate here, but it is pretty big. It's a very large leaf. Doesn't make any sense to me. Nothing about Booba makes sense, but at least it's good nonsensical events and not bad ones. It hasn't caught fire or died. But that's news. Also, I played Inside and Limbo in order. I played Limbo and then I played Inside this weekend. So that's another piece of news. This isn't a place for me to like review games or anything like that. I have music that I need to talk about, not game stuff. But I did play those games and I did like them. It was pretty good. I don't remember if somebody recommended them to me specifically or if it was just that the world recommended them to me because they're very popular, like Braid or The Witness or any other like indie game that gets a cult following. And so I played them. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And kind of like Little Nightmares. Granted, Little Nightmares did have like a kind of, it had a difficulty spike right in the middle where like the game didn't get hard, but the game did do a thing where I was like, oh, I can't, why am I not able to do this? Like, this is not easy. And that disregarded, I would like to say I have a very big love for, I mean, I love playing games like Control, and games like, I don't know, Genshin Impact and like Sekiro. This is the wildest list of games, but basically I'm saying I like playing games that are challenging in a way. Games that you have to really use your brain. Like Metal Gear Solid. Been watching Cyber play through Metal Gear Solid, and it's like, it's really nice to have games that are challenging and push you to some sort of limit technically. And I'm sure there's a better way to say this, but like technically difficult games. And then there's another type of game where like I would say things like Limbo and Inside, you kind of, the only things you can do is like run and jump. It's like Mario essentially. You can run, jump, and you can pick things up. There's no like comboing, there's no weird special moves, there's no weird, abilities. It's like your ability is walk forward, walk backwards, or jump. You can't even like crouch or anything. And I think that one of the main reasons I like those games is because it forces all of the interesting things the game is doing to be happening in the game and not necessarily by the player. And that stuff is fun. Braid, granted, had like Braid's thing was like you can run, jump, and you can rewind time and fast forward time, I believe. But yeah, I think I want more games like that. If anybody has any cool games like that they want to recommend me in the stream, my ears are slightly more open than they were last time. Don't recommend me Animal Crossing. Inside was really good. I need to play Limbo, says Lindsay. Word. I think I'll play Control again tonight on stream. By the way, I finished the trophies for the other 2 portions, and I need to do the Foundation. Heck yeah, Foundation. Who did it? Thank you, Explosion. I heard that one. I heard it. Hold on. Let me turn these bad boys up. Somebody do a command. Anyways, thank you, Explosion. I appreciate that. Did you ever play The Witness? Of course I played The Witness. Of course! Oh my god. I love that game. Do I? I don't know. Cool. Thank you, Lindsay. The Witness is good. The Witness, both The Witness and Braid by the same dude did both The Witness and Braid were made by the same dude, and they both had a very similar effect on me, to where they pushed me into this really eerie mental space while I was playing them. Like, I felt like I lost grip of reality. And in both games, both of them had a case where I was stuck at a point in the game, and I had to stop playing the game, and I went to bed, and I had a dream about how to get past that point, and I woke up and went to the game and used my dream knowledge to get further in the game. And that's the thing that, again, has only happened to me with Braid and Witness. And it's the weirdest, like, I just remember waking up and being like, I know how to do it. And, like, firing up the game and then just, like lightning running through it. It was... Those games really, like, dig deep into my brain. Also, The Witness did some, like, really messed up stuff to my head. But not because the game's messed up. It's just... There are certain parameters in a game. It's kind of like how some people get really sick or motion sick in, like, games where they have to fall from big heights, like Spider-Man or whatever. There's a very specific alignment of elements in a game that'll do a really weird thing, like it like sinks into my brain at a level that games aren't supposed to be able to reach. And I think it's a combination of silence, like when there's a game that's quiet, there's not like an overbearing score, and the game has a puzzle element. Like I have to solve things. I have to kind of like think outside the box, so to speak. And it's not just that. There's like a third thing. There's a third thing I can't really put my finger on. But anyways, both of those games did that to me. I think that's called the Tetris effect, says Wirt. When you see the game when you're not playing it. It even counts if you're unconscious? Because I remember like playing DDR, and then I would just kind of see arrows everywhere, and I would like be like running like weird arrow drills in my head of like how I would do this combination and how I would do that arrow combination. But I never dream about games like that. That was really weird. Word. Code Geass was my favorite. No, sorry, was my first anime, says Ava, and I had Lelouch in my dreams for a week. And not relevant dreams either. Like it'd be a family reunion and Lelouch is getting punched. Do I have anime dreams? Anyways, I think that rounds out. I think that rounds out the news. Plus, we're behind schedule anyway, so I'm gonna start playing the morning medley theme. Lelouch. Why isn't there an E at the end of it then? You know what? I don't care, actually. Lelouch? Lelouch? I don't care, actually. I've decided I don't care. Dreams are just simulation modes booting up the brain station. Says Umbe. Hi, AZ in the lab. Hey, are you in Arizona by any chance? Oh, yeah. Also, if you have any questions or comments, or any last things you need to say, try to get it out while I'm playing the morning medley theme, because the stream doesn't last too much longer after that point. You're welcome, Ang. Thank you for the dapper up. I appreciate it. Love me some. I don't know what that is. Tivetitions? Tivtions? Tivations? Tivitions? Am I dyslexic? Okay, thank you, Liana, for the alliteration. We all miss Maddie, wherever Maddie is. I hope Maddie's having a good day. That's gonna do it for today's stream. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Monday. I'm gonna try to figure out what the frame dropping issue is and fix that, I guess. Hi, boy barking. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it sounds like this boy barking sounds like. That sounds like me, actually. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, it is over. Or maybe you were here the whole time and you're just now saying hi, in which case, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, word up, Cyber. Word up. Thank you for the barks. I think the bark does have a cooldown on it. I'll fix it. I'll do something. I don't know. Thank you, as always, everybody, for being respectful to me and polite to each other. I will be around today doing constant upkeep on the stream, trying to make sure things work. I might have to do a poll in... I might have to do a poll in Discord to see if people want the parallel universes to remain separate. I thought that people would want them to be together. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just talking about how there seems to be 2 different banks for Friday production streams and piano Monday through Thursday streams. I'll run a poll. But until then, I hope everybody does enjoy the rest of their Monday. And I'll see you here tomorrow for morning medley number 312. Abo, everybody. Oh, remember, and remember, I'm assuming it's up there. Soft glass. Prudence and poise. I'm gonna add it to the playlist right after this stream. Type !Rex in the stream if you want to see the recommendation. Thank you, everybody. Abo.